Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Tuesday, May 20th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. Another day of sunny skies is on tap for California, as you can see from this visible satellite imagery loop. High pressure remains in control, keeping a very shallow marine layer in place, limiting the formation of morning low clouds to the Central Coast and Salinas Valley. These low clouds should be able to clear fairly quickly later this morning. Along with abundant sunshine will come increasing heat today. Temperatures will warm several more degrees today over most areas, with high temperatures around 8 to 12 degrees above seasonal normals. Valley highs will rise into the upper 80s to low 90s, and the coastal areas will rise into the 70s and low 80s. Without much of a marine layer, widespread minimum humidity in the 12 to 25% range is expected again today, including across inland portions of the coastal plains, and single digits expected in the deserts and higher Southern California peaks. There are some lingering breezy northerly winds across the higher terrain this morning, though not quite as strong or widespread than they were the last couple days. As you can see from these current observations, wind gusts will be mostly 20 to 30 miles an hour across isolated areas this morning. Winds will shift onshore this afternoon with typical westerly breeziness across the deserts and adjacent slopes. Breezy west to northwest winds are also expected along the Central Coast and portions of the Central Valley, with gusts of 15 to 25 miles an hour, locally to 35 miles an hour at times. Summer-like weather will remain the theme through the majority of this week as weak high pressure remains in control. The warming trend will continue through the middle of the week, along with continued low humidity and an extremely shallow to non-existent marine layer. A weak Pacific trough will briefly move into Northern California on Friday, bringing slight cooling and a slightly deeper marine layer, but then weak high pressure will come back for the weekend. Another Pacific trough may try to nudge towards California early next week, keeping a deeper marine layer intact with breezy onshore flow, though high pressure will likely remain in control. Continued warming is expected Wednesday, then temperatures will remain mostly steady on Thursday, except for a little cooling for Central California, as a weak disturbance ripples through the far northern part of the state. Highs will be well above normal, with widespread 90s to near 100 across the valleys and 80s near the beaches. The marine layer will remain very shallow to non-existent each day, with widespread minimum humidity in the 12 to 25% range and single digits expected in the deserts and higher peaks. Wednesday is expected to be the driest day across the region. Breezy onshore flow is expected to continue Wednesday and Thursday, with the strongest winds likely across the deserts and adjacent slopes. A very weak trough is expected to ripple through Northern California on Thursday that will likely serve to increase winds. Breezy west to northwest winds will become a bit more widespread on Thursday, with gusts of 25 to 40 miles an hour common across Central California and potentially a bit higher across the deserts and adjacent slopes. The increased breeziness, hot temperatures, and very low humidity will increase the potential for large grass fires across Central California on Thursday. Temperatures will cool Friday and Saturday, but remain above normal, with valley highs returning mostly into the 80s on Saturday. The marine layer will slightly deepen, and low clouds and fog may make a return to the coastal plains. Humidity will remain low but improve slightly, especially near the coast and over Central California. Slight warming will return again on Sunday, staying steady into Monday. The weak trough rippling through Central California on Friday will continue to kick up breezy west to northwest winds across the region. Winds are likely to look similar to how they will on Thursday, with gusts of 25 to 35 miles an hour common across Central California, and potentially a bit higher across the deserts and adjacent slopes. The potential for large grass fires across Central California will remain elevated on Friday, despite the cooling temperatures and increasing humidity. Winds are expected to be weaker for the weekend. The very warm and dry conditions expected this week will bring a significant drop in both the dead and live fuel moisture. As a result, there will remain a moderate probability of large grass fires through the period, with continued moderate initial attack activity likely, with the most emphasis over Central California, which did not receive much of the recent moisture. Like I mentioned earlier, Thursday will likely have the highest potential for large grass fire activity for Central California, since winds will be strongest combined with very low humidity and hot temperatures. Despite the gradual drying, live fuel moistures are still quite high and above normal, so any significant fire activity will likely remain limited to the dry grasses for now. It will still take some time for the heavier brush fuel types to become more receptive. Rapid rates of spread and long-range spotting will be possible in the afternoons if an ignition were to start in a large dead grass fuel bed. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Wednesday, May 21st. Have a fantastic day.